Someone tells you just to be yourself right before a date, an interview, or some other moment that actually matters to you. In that exact second, you have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Stand differently, talk less, talk more. The advice arrives with nothing attached to it, and you're left doing the one thing that guarantees you can't follow it, thinking hard about how to seem like you're not thinking at all. Here's the strange part. Picture two people saying the exact same sentence to you. One of them pauses halfway through, corrects a word, checks your face to see how it's landing. The other just says it and keeps going. You don't actually know which one meant it more. You have no access to that. All you know is which one looked more at ease while they said it. You can't detect authenticity. Nobody can. It isn't a signal that reaches you directly. What actually reaches you is something smaller. Hesitation, a rehearsed sounding line, someone visibly correcting themselves mid-sentence, and you quietly upgrade that into a verdict about who they really are. None of those signals prove anything. They just give you a reason to guess. You're not reading the person directly, you're reading whatever signal happened to be available and filling in the rest yourself. So think about who actually gets told to be themselves. Nobody says it to someone who already looks at ease. It gets said to someone nervous, unsure, bracing for judgment, right when they have the least idea what being themselves is even supposed to look like. And aiming at it directly makes things worse. The moment you start trying to force that feeling, you're no longer experiencing it. You're managing it. That's the whole trap folded into one sentence. The advice is a diagnosis wearing the costume of a treatment. It correctly describes what an at-ease person looks like from the outside, then hands you that description and calls it a set of steps. Somewhere between whoever first noticed the pattern and the version that reached you. Nobody flagged that, only the description survived the trip. What actually closes that gap isn't decision, it's ours. That sense of ease shows up in situations you've logged enough time in for the stakes to stop feeling immediate. Not because you resolved anything about who you really are, but because the 200th version of a moment never feels like the first one. The version of you at a job you've had for 2 years isn't running a different philosophy than the version of who showed up nervous on day one. It just has more hours in the room behind it. Maybe that's why this advice never dies. It feels true because it's pointing at something real. But right when you walk into that room, the date, the interview, the moment that actually matters, you find out the part you needed was never in the sentence. It described the person you wanted to be when you walked in. It never explained how that person got built.